Hello! I'm sorry if I seem a bit tired in this video. I filmed this earlier, spent 3 hours importing the footage, and I was out of focus. Good stuff. I can't think of a not weird way to introduce this topic, so I'm just gonna start talking about it. I'm lonely. I have depression, so I'm very easily made to feel cut off and isolated, and also I spend a lot of my time on my own. So I'm lonely, but I feel like so is everyone. I've heard from so many people I know that they're lonely, and it's always kind of an embarrassing confession that they make in private. Nobody really talks openly about being lonely. I think because so many of us are, it should be talked about, so that's why I'm making this video. I know people who have great social lives and who are still completely lonely, and I think it has a lot to do with the types of interactions that you're having with people rather than the frequency of the interactions. You know, meaningful interactions are a very important thing for your mental health. If you go out and hang out with people every single day, but you don't have any heartfelt conversations, you never talk about your feelings, you're gonna be lonely, you know? I don't know. That's not inherently true. There's nothing wrong with being a closed off person as long as you're happy. But if you're lonely and you're like, why am I lonely? I see people all the time. This might be why. I think especially now, because it's so easy to have meaningful conversations through Facebook, texting, we avoid having important, heartfelt conversations in person. And I hate to be that person that's social media is bad, but in this respect, it's not great. Not that there's no value in having emotional conversations with people online. I just think there's a level of detachment there. You're never gonna feel completely fulfilled if all of your meaningful interactions are online or just not happening at all. I hope I explained that well enough. Anyway, because I spend so much time alone, I kind of have some coping mechanisms, some ways of not feeling so lonely. So I'm gonna share those right now. First of all, if you know that you have no plans and you're spending all day indoors, get dressed. Spending all day in your pajamas kind of just puts you in a slump, makes you feel a bit gross, and it just makes such a difference to your mood and your outlook. It makes you feel more productive. Obviously, be productive, get things done, go out on your own, run errands on your own. Going out in public helps so much. You get a change of environment, which is really good and healthy. You get fresh air, very good and healthy. Rearrange your furniture. I do this in my room all the time, but if you're spending all of your time on your own in your own private space, you want that space to be somewhere that you're excited to be and that is cozy and comfy. Changing around your furniture is a really good way of introducing some variety and some change and some excitement into your home environment and just making it a fun place to be. So that can help. Avoid social media. Again, I hate to be that person that criticizes social media because I love social media, but it's always good to take a break. I used to justify my overuse of social media by telling myself that all my friends were online, and if I go off Twitter, then I won't be able to speak to any of my friends and I'm going to be completely lonely and all of this. But you're always going to see other people out having a good time on social media, and it just makes you feel bad. But everyone knows this already, so I don't know why I'm explaining, but take a break from social media. Lastly, make sure you're not contributing to your own loneliness. If you can see yourself cutting yourself off from people and avoiding going out, and you're not making any effort to reach out to anyone, please change that, because it is so much in your own hands. You can't wait for someone to fix it for you. You have to make an effort. That's obvious, but make plans. Make plans. Reach out to people. Don't shy away from being vulnerable, because it makes you closer to people and it helps you to not be lonely. Good stuff. I think that's everything. I hope this helped. I don't know if it did. Very quick thanks to my patrons on Patreon. Thanks for the support. I've been putting little vloggy, life updatey things on there, so if that's your thing, you can support me on Patreon to get that stuff. Also, I keep getting comments on my second channel being like, what? I didn't know you had a second channel. Yes, I have a second channel. I'll put a link somewhere. See you hopefully next week.